Kelly knocked her, she basically knocked herself out. Firstly, she did the Kelly go around wrong, and it looked like a kind of not Hurricane Rana. I forget what the move's called, but the move where it's kind of like a Hurricane Rana, where they wrap their
Mm.
legs around them and they do it like a Hurricane Rana. But yeah, she messed up the Kelly go round. That immediately botching when you come into the Royal Rumble, man. Not a good look.
Vintage
But
Kelly. What do you
I,
mean?
I was about to say, but it is Kelly after all. But she did like a tarantula type submission on Banks,
Yes,
which
I forgot
was
about that.
which was terrible. But it actually didn't look too bad, but it still wasn't a tarantula. It wasn't the move that it should have been. Didn't look like it should have been, but it didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
But she went over the ropes to do it, and Banks just kicked her off because what are you doing,
Why
idiot?
wouldn't you? Yeah.
So she went out. Um, I have to also say as well, right? Michael Cole not being there to shout it's boss time was very refreshing.
You know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't realize that it's boss time wasn't said.
I
Uh,
realized it wasn't said because I remember when I was in Discord on the day saying over and over again, "Oh, watch Michael Cole say it's boss time. Watch him shout it. Watch him shout it." I didn't hear him. I was like, "Oh, he didn't shout it." It's only when I rewatched it today I realized he wasn't there. That's why he didn't shout it.
yeah, because they
Cause
had
I
the Raw guys do the women's, and then SmackDown did the men's.
Yeah, because of Brock. But but yeah, Tamina. So let's just say who she saved. Let's just get it out the way from now on it. Tamina
Did she get any
saved.
eliminations?
She. I don't remember if she got eliminations, but she
Save.
saved. She saved Liv Morgan.
Okay.
When Banks tried to eliminate her, and she
Yeah.
saved Zelina twice. I think. Yeah, she saved her
Okay.
twice. Once from Belair and once from Dana. It's like, why are you saving these people, man? What is wrong with you? Oh,
Tamina's there just for the payday. She doesn't want to go to Mania because that makes no sense. Even like in the kayfabe world, I can understand Kelly getting a bit excited. She hasn't been in the ring in a while. She does a stupid move that puts her over the top rope. That's fine. She's a noob in this kind of universe. But someone like Tamina has been in there week in, week out for a long time. She should know better. She should be helping getting rid of people. So I don't understand.
I don't even understand. I don't get it, man. Dana, she like Kelly. They both look different. I don't understand why they don't look that like themselves. But to be fair, Dana's been at this for months now. She's just coming out
Mm.
looking like somebody else, like generic blonde 2.0. Every time she comes out, it's mad. And Kelly was similar. Um, Mrs. Undertaker kicked out Dana. Reggie caught her. Reggie caught her, and then she got kicked out again by Dana afterwards. Oof! Mrs. Undertaker did a fantastic. Oh, that's Michelle McCall for anybody that doesn't know who I'm talking about. She did a brilliant Styles Clash on Zelina. Bloody
Yeah, it was
hell!
good. I forget what she
Bloody
calls it.
hell! I don't remember what she calls it. I didn't even. I forgot she did it until she came back in the last Royal Rumble. I actually
Mm.
forgot she did that. I thought it was an authentic AJ Styles move, but well it is. But what I mean is I
It
forgot.
is. It's,
Yeah, but I didn't watch TNA back then. I didn't realize that she did it. Though. I forgot, clean forgot. But yeah, the one she did on Zelina was sick. But yeah,
it
she
was really
kicked
good.
out. So she kicked out Dana. Reggie caught her, and then Reggie flops the second time. So go you. Sonya came out with her jacket on. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, okay. So Sonya came out with her jacket on, right? And when I was in Discord, I remember saying in Discord, yeah, she's come out with her jacket on. Why do I have a feeling she's not gonna wrestle immediately? And then she came out and sat by on the announcer's desk, and even the announcer said that, oh, she's got a jacket on, she's not gonna wrestle. I was like, for flip's sake, this is not fun. Why has she got like a force field around her when she's got a jacket on, basically saying to people that I'm the boss when I've got the jacket on, but when I take it off, I'm a wrestler? Why is that a thing?
It's
Mm.
um it's terrible and it insults the audience because the jacket it's a metaphor for you being an authority figure, and that's what it should be. For it to be you can't touch me when I have this jacket on, literally, is cheap storytelling and it's just shit.
You know
Everything
what?
about that storyline is shit. Sorry, go on.
Okay, no, I was gonna say. Side note. The other day, I think it was last week. I sent out a tweet, right? I think it was JR that said it. If it wasn't JR, it would have been the other guy. What's the guy's name with the mask? I forget his name again.
Excalibur.
Oh, Excalibur. Yeah. So it would have been one of those two, but I think it was JR, right? Somebody did something in the ring. It might have been Serena D, but I don't remember who it was. Someone did something in the ring and then it ran. And then no, it was Layla Hirsch. It was Layla Hirsch. Layla Hirsch or something. I think she did something to Red Velvet, I think. And what's my girl's name? Chris Statlander chased her up the ring and then she stopped on the ramp.
Yeah, I know where you're going. Yeah.
You know where I'm going. And then JR tweeted it and goes, I don't understand why why there's some sort of invisible force field or something that these wrestlers just stop halfway up the ramp and don't finish chasing them.
Yep.
I cried because you know Simon Miller.
Yeah.
Flipping, he said that many times, and I would laugh every time he says it. I just feel like that he's just trolling it, but it's funny. And then commentators and I was saying it in wrestling. I'm like, oh my days, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I do like JR sometimes because he's too old to play along anymore. If he finds something stupid, he'll just call it out live on air.
He said
and
it
to
a
be
few
fair,
times.
it is stupid. He did say it live on the TV show, and I get it. Because now that Chris has done it, it makes it more impactful that she went outside of the ropes to try and chase out what's her name, Layla. But it is funny seeing people just get stopped at the ropes. I can't touch you now. I love it.
It's hilarious. It's funny, man. But I wanted to point that out because we're talking about invisible force fields and whatnot with this stupid jacket stuff. But anyway, so what else is there? We saw Cameron come in. Cameron did a brilliant Hurricane Runner. Ratings to that. Okay, so Sonya. I don't know how Sonya didn't know this. She's supposed to be the boss, but she didn't know that Cameron was in WWE before and was so close with Naomi, because it was only when the commentators told her, it's like, oh, she used to be in a tag team with Naomi. Oh, so that means she'll be upset if I go and if something happened to her, right? And then when the thing is said that they say, oh yeah, they're more than tag partners in it, they're close, and that's when she said it, and she's like, oh okay. That's when she goes, she stands up, then she takes off her jacket. Now she's a wrestler, goes in the ring, beats up Cameron, eliminates her, and then Naomi is the next person out, and then Naomi beats her up, and then it's a nice little payoff. But we all know that it's not really a payoff because they're probably gonna have a match at probably WrestleMania, which is fine. And I'm gonna be annoyed because you do know that Sonya's gonna win that match. You know that, right?
This is just another reason as to why they're so bad at things there. That story should end up with Naomi beating the shit out of Sonya. There have been a lot of racial undertones to this storyline that they haven't really played on. Remember Triple H Booker T back in like 04?
That as well. Oh my. Okay, so
racially aggravated promos that didn't get a payoff, and we're just there looking like, okay, so we don't win. Okay, cool. It's not good. It's not a good look.
Have you noticed, right, that Sonya has been beefing with Naomi, Sasha, Cameron?
Yeah.
I thought it was another black one as well, right? But I can't think who. And then, right, she's flipping had what was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah, she beefed with all these guys, right? Obviously, all these guys are all black. And that's the other thing I was gonna say. And it's Corey Graves has been backing her, and Byron Saxton has been the one that's been against her. Have you noticed?
I have noticed that. Yeah,
the other guys.
At the same time, I would say Corey is definitely a heel, so he's just gonna be blind.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Lawler used to do that back in the day. No matter what they were saying or who it was, Jerry Lawler always agreed with the heel.
Yeah, no, I was gonna.
When,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's more that's more to do with the fact that
Yeah.
my man's a heel and Thingy's a face. Because even to be fair, I'm pretty sure Pat McAfee's gone against Sonya a few times as well. I'm
Yeah, he
pretty sure of
has.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not gonna rip them for that. But it was just something I noticed on the Royal Rumble. But yeah,
Byron, yeah.
it, it seems to be the black women that she's beefing.
Hey, I'm sure that's not. It might even be accidental, but
It's accident. It's
there is a little bit of a story there.
Well, I thought that it was accidental. I didn't. I at first thought it was a black thing when it was Cameron. It was only when I rewatched it yesterday or whenever it was that I rewatched it when I heard the commentary about Sonya, about what they said to her, saying, "Oh yeah, like they're close and da 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 da." Da." I didn't realize that they had that commentary because I was in Discord and people were talking, so I didn't hear the commentary. It's only when I rewatched it, when I heard it, I was like, "Oh okay, now it makes sense. Now it's been explained." Because before that wasn't explained. Why is that there? That wasn't explained, so we didn't know. So I just thought again racial undertone, but it wasn't. I don't think it was that with Cameron. So credit where credit's due, but it felt like that with Sasha. Like what happened with Sasha actually? I can't even remember. Something happened and she came back to confront her.
I
Oh, that
don't
was
remember.
it. That was it. It was Aaliyah. Is it Leah? Where's Aaliyah from?
I don't know, but I know that. I know I don't really like her. I don't know what she's done. Didn't she have a match with Natalia or something?
Yeah, but this is more recent. She thanks for the host by the way, Carlos. So
Oh, she kicked her
basically,
out of the team.
yes, she kicked her out of SummerSlam. So SummerSlam, Survivor Series,
That's five
and
series.
and obviously Sasha was the thing in it. Sasha
Captain.
was the captain. So when that all happened, yes, when all that happened, she confronted us like, "What are you doing?" Sort of thing. So it that didn't feel like, even though she was boying Aaliyah, that didn't feel like she was boying Aaliyah. I felt like she was undermining Sasha. That's what it felt
It
like.
might have been. It might have been. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I felt about that one. Another bit of black beef. So yeah, it's anyway.
You know what I find funny? Naomi's married to Jimmy Uso, who's like in the
Uh,
most important faction in the WWE right now. She could go to her husband, talk talk to him, and Jimmy has enough pull that he
say
could
it
tell
louder
Sonya.
for the people at the back, please.
He could tell
Please.
Sonya to either stop or she's eating those Jordans. I don't know why she's not even in the bloodline because I think she'd be a great addition.
Say it
She
louder
doesn't need to
for
talk.
the people at the back, please. Please.
Naomi's a natural baby face. I don't think she can work heel without a mouthpiece. So have Jimmy talk for her. It could work because Naomi's got the ability. She can. She's got attitude. She's got flair. She can make it work.
But the funny thing
Cameron
is, but
is
the
a
funny thing
mouthpiece.
is, Jimmy and Jay aren't even baby faces, ain't even heels really.
Oh,
They've
oh,
never really been heels. They've just been anti-heroes, or they've been
hmm.
faces with massive attitudes. Like they've
Yeah.
never
Well,
they've
yeah,
never really been they've never really been heels. Don't get me wrong. They act like heels. They behave like heels. They wrestle sometimes like heels. But really, they're just cocky. Very 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 cocky.
yeah.
Yeah. And
You could
it just
argue
and
Jay's a heel.
huh?
Jay, you could argue Jay's a heel
Is he
because
though?
he's sipping that Roman Reigns Kool-Aid. Like whatever Roman says, Jay does.
Yeah,
Whereas
but that doesn't make him heel though. Because you know what Because you see what Jimmy is, right?
Hmm.
Jimmy is the exactly what Jay was before.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah. And now Jay is more like, now he's like, yeah, I've got to do what Roman says, but I'm not gonna back down from it. Like I agree with what he says now, sort of thing.
hmm.
But I still feel like he's just more misguided than anything else. I feel
Okay.
like that's kind of where he is, and I still don't think he's properly healed. Like I don't think either of them are. I don't think either of them never have been. You know why? Because they still are high flyers and they still do high flying moves. Like everybody still loves them. They just felt bland as baby faces, but they've always
Yeah.
been loved. Like remember they
Oh,
were
yeah.
both weren't they both faces when they were facing against the New Day all them other times before years ago? Weren't they both face teams? They were, weren't they?
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, before the Uso Penitentiary stuff, like they were both
Before
faces.
that, yeah.
Like, so all of that stuff, they've always really been faces, like, or they've been anti-hero at best. They've never really been heel. So that's why I feel like Naomi could easily come into the faction, yeah. Even if it was a case of that they try to bring Naomi in. Jimmy tries to bring. Bearing in mind he's always had friction with Roman. He tries to bring Naomi in, and then they say no. Jay wants to bring her in as well because Jay's got love for her, and obviously he wants to help his brother. But then Roman says no because Roman's Roman, innit? Like, Roman doesn't want to bring anybody else to the bloodline, and then Jimmy, because that's his wife, beefs Roman over it, as you would. I would get that, or he leaves the bloodline. I would get all that stuff, and I would get behind that. If you don't want to bring Naomi in, yeah, you could bring a storyline into it. But I think they should at least try and bring her in, because for flip's sake, man, she's getting hard done by in the company, and her husband is just doing his own thing. That to me don't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Like, if you want me to believe that this is the universe that they're living in, and one person's being shat on week after week after week, you're not telling me that's not like playing out, in dinner, like casual conversations at home. That's playing out. If at work you're getting bullied, and your other half is there working there and doing nothing about it. Like, think about it. You're getting into arguments. I don't buy it.
Listen, I might sound like a mummy's boy with what I'm about to say here, innit? But it is what it is. So I'm not a mummy's boy first and foremost, obviously. But here's the thing. but the thing is, right? I work in the same company as my mum, and my mum is and has been a manager in the company for a long while, so she knows a lot of things like I may not know, not being a manager. She knows like certain like protocols and stuff that I won't know. When people in the part of the company that I work, when they're taking the mick with me and they're taking the mick with certain things that's going on, and they're not helping me to sort out my chair, and they're not helping me to sort out certain things within the company, within the office that I need help doing, yeah. My mom's getting ready to come down in like a ton of bricks, because she knows the protocol, she knows the service, she knows certain things that needs to be done. She's in the union, all that stuff in it, right? And there was a point where there was a guy who was in the office. He's left the office now, right? But there was a guy who was in the office last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was, right? And I was gonna fight him. Like, I didn't, because like, what am I doing? What am I fighting you for, innit? But he was a big guy, yeah, and I was gonna scuff him because he really peed me off one time, innit? And he was threatening me. So I basically said, alright, do it. If you're bad, do it. And he didn't do nothing because he knew that he had more to lose, because he was the one that made the threat. But when I went back and told my mum was like, yeah, you need to take this higher in. And she was just letting me know everything that needs to be done, and this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying she wouldn't have done that if she wasn't working in the company with me, but because she knew everything that could be done within the company, she was like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. Because she's not going to stand idly by and not do anything, because we work in the same place. And she knows what to do. And she has clout, she has pull. Now you're saying to me that my man couldn't help his wife. Even more of a bond. He couldn't help his wife. Bruv, get out of here, man. WWE get on my nerves, bruv. The second... I know it's not the same... I know it's not the same... Go on.
I was gonna say that doesn't make your mama's boy. Your mum just knows what she's doing, innit? And
yeah.
Like, it's just how it is. It's how it goes. Like, people are dickheads at work, innit? So it's good that you've got someone on your side that can help you out and just stop all that.
Yeah, no, I know it doesn't make me a mama's boy, but I know how some people think. Trust me. But yeah, it's like flipping AEW and the second that a woman was introduced into Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy's feud. The second that a woman was introduced, what happens? Britt Baker immediately turns up and gets herself involved. Immediately. Yeah? Before, she wasn't involved. The second that a woman's involved with Adam Cole, she turns up. Yeah? Because you wouldn't let your other half go through madness and not help. Like, even if you're helping behind the scenes, innit? But she helped. Maybe she was helping behind the scenes. But the second that the woman got involved, she got involved. Like, for me, yeah, I think I said this to Dossa in SummerSlam, yeah. But for me, Naomi needs to be in the bloodline for all the stuff she's going through. She should be in the bloodline. She really should be. And if she's not, there should be a storyline like around it, because it doesn't make sense to me that she's going through all this hardship and her husband's not backing her. That doesn't make sense to me. Even if you did something where Naomi comes in and and she's mad at Jimmy because Jimmy ain't been helping her, cool. But there's not even been that. In fact, has there even been any interaction between them two since either of them have come back? There's not, has there? WWE make me sick, man. They make me absolutely sick.